or work in a city that uses a public safety department. That means your police officers are also your firefighters, so they do both jobs.
But some firefighting experts say that public safety system may not be keeping us safe really at all. 7 investigator Heather Catallo takes a look at whether this cost-saving measure could cost families their homes or their lives.
After flames destroyed these homes in Grosse Pointe, several people, including firefighters, reached out to the 7 investigators to question whether things could have been done differently here. They also raised serious concerns about the man in charge of the fire department here.
I need more manpower here. We have a 4th alarm structure, fire 2-story. House next door is catching on fire. We've used all manpower you can get.
On March 26, neighbors along Washington Road in the city of Grosse Pointe watched in disbelief as not 1, not 2, but 3 homes burned to the ground.
The second structure to the north, the alpha wall, is going to collapse.
It's seldom that we have one house that goes, let alone 3.
The fire started in the middle home that a contractor had been remodeling. In this video from a Grosse Pointe Public Safety Patrol car, you can see the flames from a block away.
And I'm pulling up and fully involved.
Ultimately, Grosse Pointe called for help from 7 neighboring departments, but some are now questioning why all 3 homes were total losses.
I've never had a house, even if it was under construction, get to a point where just the chimney's standing. That is crazy.
Mark Doherty is the president of the Michigan Professional Firefighters Union. They've been trying to prevent more cities from turning to the public safety model that the Grosse Pointes and dozens of other local communities use. Doherty says Michigan has 37 public safety departments that use police officers who cross-train as firefighters, while other states only have a few, if any.
They don't have the time to train like we do.
Grosse Pointe officials say the public safety system saves money and gets their officers onto a scene very fast. But that's because public safety officers often respond in a patrol car, not a fire truck. And then they have to change clothes, stow their weapons, and wait for a ladder or pumper truck. Listen to the radio traffic from the night of the Washington fires.
All cars on Washington, go to the fire channel, suit up. 6-8 on 2, I'm here. I'm going to suit up and wait for the engine.
The difference is with a career firefighter, we're going to respond to the scene in our apparatus, in our gear, and we go to work immediately. There's no delay.
Somebody's going to die, and it's going to be unnecessary.
Gary Wilson is a 3rd-generation Grosse Pointer and a very outspoken critic of his city's public safety director.
There's a complete lack of training for fire officials. And in particular, the Director of Public Safety, Stephen Poloni.
Director Stephen Poloni runs the public safety departments for both the city of Grosse Pointe and now neighboring Grosse Pointe Park as well. The state fire marshal's office has no record of Poloni doing any fire training or certification in the last 30 years. Poloni would not talk to us on camera, but did say he's a certified firefighter, grandfathered in from before the state's record keeping. He later provided certificates from 2 weeks of firemanship classes in 1983. The other public safety directors in Grosse Pointe Woods, Farms, and Shores all have current state certification for firefighting. So do most of the other public safety directors across the state.
If you have a chief who isn't even paying attention to his own credentials, that's a problem.
The state also thought it was a problem after this fire inside the Jim Saros Real Estate Services building in 2016. The Michigan Occupational Safety and Health Administration, or MIOSHA, fined Poloni's department $3,500 after the Saros fire. Grosse Pointe got 3 serious violations for failing to train their incident commander and other public safety employees. Several public safety department sources tell the 7 investigators that this is a picture of Director Poloni standing on a ladder at that fire without protective gear.
That is someone who doesn't know what he's doing. He's going to get himself or someone else killed.
I know that they fought the fire very, very hard. It was discouraging that it wasn't able to get contained.
Jimmy Saros says the Grosse Pointe officers were on scene within moments of them smelling smoke, but the building was still destroyed.
We kind of anticipated it would just be a fire drill, and 18 hours later the building was totaled.
Saros is now rebuilding and fully supports the public safety model.
I trust that whatever they feel is going to be best to help keep the community safe, that they're going to do that.
As for the Washington fires, Michigan State Police say the cause is undetermined. Director Poloni and other fire officials on scene that night say there wasn't much more they could have done. The fire just moved too fast to the neighboring houses. Gary Wilson isn't buying it.
We have a complete and inevitable failure of the public safety system in Grosse Pointe.
After the violations from Myosha, Director Poloni told us all of the staff below him in the Public Safety Department have now been trained and certified with the state. In Grosse Pointe, I'm Heather Catallo, 7 Action News.
All right, thank you so much, Heather. Now, the city manager told us in a statement that Director Poloni has served the Grosse Pointe community very well. He also said all of the more than 40 firefighters from 8 different departments who responded should be commended for their work to contain the fire and to prevent anyone from getting hurt. We have much more on this statement on our website right now at WXYZ.com. Dave?